All right, I say we dive into this thing. Let's do it. This is the Eternal Wall, a new realm created by Aaron Joliffe for RUNE. I'm super excited. I have not looked in this at all. All I have done is look to see what the clock is, just so that I can set up my clock ahead of time. So we're going to read like the intro to what this realm is all about. And then I'm going to introduce the new character that I created, because I seem to make a new character every time I play RUNE. Which I think a lot of people do, which is kind of cool. We'll dive right in. This is just such a great cover right here. It's like a spooky Sauron eye looking over this, what is now like a cracked, fucked up, should be Eternal Wall. I love this, that Aaron does this on all of his RUNE realms. This is a practice I think I should adopt and everybody should adopt. He creates a difficulty so you know like how advanced your engrave should be. So an engrave that only has 1 or 2 runes will be fine here. Meaning like a starting engraved, or if you've done like one other rune, like maybe you've done the Grim Coast, the starter realm. This is a good like next thing to do. And it also tells you how many points there are on the place, which gives you a sense of like how much time are you gonna have to invest in finishing this. I think with this being 6 points, we could probably get through this today. I think we can get through it today. Yeah, I think the difficulty thing is really clever. All right, well, welcome to the Eternal Wall. A gargantuan stone wall spans indefinitely towards both ends of the horizon. As you approach it, the sky is hidden by a bleak mask of charcoal clouds, pierced only by a hazy ring of blood-red sunlight. Hell yes. You enter a field littered with towering slabs of broken masonry, all scattered from an enormous gap smashed clear through the heart of the wall. Fires rage, mixing dark, choking smoke with the clouds, and bizarre, mangled creatures, shackled in rattling chains, relentlessly patrol the area. Spooky! Oh, this is a cool map. I wonder if Aaron drew this. This is a great map. Cool, right? Like, it's a deviation from what we see oftentimes with using Wadabao's Perilous Cities or Perilous Shores things. Like, I know Binary has used a map, like an alternative sort of map. I like this. This one looks cool. There's a few that have used things other than that, but it's always cool to see it. We got 6 points. 6 points to go through. This is a nice touch here at the bottom. Got Sauron ever watching us. All right, here's our realm sheet. This will give us kind of a sense of what the rules are, but we'll just read them over here. Realm clock, the alert level. The Rune Lord is watching. All right. The Eternal Wall has a 6-step realm clock. It's a singular clock, so it's one of those clocks that when it fills up, it's over. It doesn't cycle or anything. Which represents the Rune Lord's awareness of your activities. As you explore the realm, you draw attention to yourself, and word about you starts to spread among your enemies. When you are instructed to raise the alert level, fill in 1 segment. Only increment the clock when instructed to. Cool. Excellent. This is also like, it's just the small things. Aaron's stuff always looks cool because like I would just put like a 6-segment clock right here, but Aaron puts the like cover art in the middle of the thing, which like that's just a really nice little touch, right? And you'll obviously see when we get to seeing some of the cards that Aaron always makes a really good looking cards. Death at the Eternal Wall. When you die, your soul is harvested by fiends and your body is discarded. You revive at the same point where you died, at full health, but you become soulless if you aren't already. Just Gauge 2, thank you so much for following. This is some, like Demon Souls sort of vibe, right? Where you die and you become whatever the fuck it's called. That's interesting. So you spawn at the same point where you die. That kind of is, that makes sense if I'm understanding. This is a small realm, so like devoting a whole point to Sigil, that uses up 1/6 of your points. So no need to have a Sigil point. You just stand up where you die, and you are soulless. While you're soulless, your max health is reduced by 2, and you can't use spells. Woo! I do not remember what my cards are. That's a cool thing, though. Yeah, that's a really interesting decision. Each fight you engage in includes a Soul Catcher Fiend. Put it in the same space as the first written enemy. When the Soul Catcher Fiend is defeated, you immediately regain 2 health and are no longer soulless. That's cool. That's really cool. Rules changes and additions. Aaron's got his hit effect, which is oftentimes like a lot of effects from enemies happen even if you block all the harm or prevent it some way, it's still considered a hit, and so the effect goes through. Restricted equipment. You can only swap your equipped weapons and gear when you rest. Oh, okay, cool. So you're not swapping around a bunch. I'm not going to swap at all because I got a brand new character, but I dig that. Action checks. Some points and point actions will instruct you to make an action check with a specific action type and value, such as move 2. To make a check, roll your stamina dice and assign them to your weapons as though you were in combat. If you meet or exceed the check, that's fucking awesome. That's awesome. What a cool way to add checks to the game, right? I thought about checks in RUNE of, like, how do you just add something like an insight check or an ability to, like, jump over this raging river, right? Without having to add skills and, more stats and stuff like that. But Aaron's done something really clever here, right? So if there's something like jumping over a river in this and you need to move, see if you can get over it, well, move is one of the things that's on your weapons. And if you just roll the dice and you can do it, you can do it. This is really clever. We haven't even talked about what the concept of the stealth stuff is, which is sort of the theme of this realm. But this is my favorite thing that I've seen so far. This is really cool. I'm really into that. All right, well, I mean, we're going to jump into the sigil here. I really like swap restrictions. I should do something with that. Yeah, I think it's a cool idea, Binary. I agree. Let me show you my character before we dive in. So I'm using, again, one of Aaron's new starter classes. I did the Void Mage last time. I'm the Heart Singer this time, which I honestly have not even looked at my cards yet. I'm seeing one of them as a spell, so woo! I hope I don't go soulless. So I got the Chakram, a one-handed weapon, and it's adjacent only. It gives me some movement. It's got a lot of options, 2 to 6, which is nice. Rhythm is its own thing, 4 to 5, and then... So it's a low harm thing, and then rhythm. Rhythm deals harm equal to the number of consecutive rounds you've used this action. Oh, cool. So if you hit rhythm again and again and again, it starts doing a lot of harm. So the first turn once, but then if you get rhythm again, it's 2 harm, 3. Aaron's very good at designing RUNE stuff. I mean, Aaron's good at designing stuff in general, but I look at this and I go, this is so much better than RUNE. This is good stuff. Yeah, the spell thing only is until I get my soul back. So speaking of, I got a spell, the Auric Wind, block 1. Oh, 3 to 6 is a good spread. Block 1. Next round, roll an additional stamina, then choose a die to discard. That's cool. Otherwise, I'm just getting some moving and blocking. Cool. So it takes our, standard shield and makes it a little bit more interesting with this. I should read these lores. A sharpened metal ring used by warriors of Loch Velen. For a skilled fighter, there's no limit to its lethality. Heart Singers, which is the class that I chose, can bolster their allies by casting their breath across even the faintest breeze. Sweet. All right, here's my gear. Clarion Chime. Once per round, when 2 of your stamina dice total exactly 7, which statistically is the most likely thing to happen, you can reduce one of them by 1, increase the other by 1. That's so cool. I love all of this gear. All this new stuff is awesome. A thin rod on a fine cord. The tone it generates is clear and pure, perfect for centering the mind and spirit. This is a very cool utility item. And then Heart Singer, which is sort of the name of the class and the rune the starting rune I have. Once per fight, you can swap one of your rolled stamina dice with an enemy's dice result. That's also really cool. Fate is an unending orchestra. Your predecessors discovered how to lead the countless intertwining movements. Well, I'm super excited about my character. I'm super into this stuff. All right. we've introduced the realm. We've introduced my new stuff. Aaron, once again, amazing work. Let's see how this goes. As with all realms, we started at point 1. Yeah, we haven't even gotten to the realm yet, and I'm so excited. Here we go. So, point 1, for those of you keeping track. Oh, I should put my disc that I usually draw on the map. And then let's shrink that opacity down a little bit so we can see the number underneath. Perfect. All right, we're at point 1. Oops. A dark red emblem is branded into the battle-torn soil, sequestered behind a large cluster of rubble. Glowing, bodiless, 3-pupiled eyes leer out from the shadows. Oh, that kind of looks like the eye on the cover. Rest. So we can rest, and then regain all your stuff, unmarked, non-unique, and raise the alert level. Ah, if you rest, you... Okay. So if you rest, you raise the alert level. And as a singular clock, makes me spooked to ever have to raise it. You can swap any of your things. Yeah, the rest alert thing is genius. Well, there's a fight here. Oh, but it's only at alert level 3+. Okay, so there would be a fight here otherwise. But there's a search. There's a search that I could do immediately. So I'm gonna search. I'm gonna take a free search on my first spot here on the map, and get myself some stuff. Cool, both of those are ultra super thin. Can't see it at all. Apologies that I do all this in Affinity. This is just how I do it, because I'm the worst. Alright. So we searched. I find the Red Guard Gladius. Gladius? Something like that. You can equip it now. Oh, that's very kind of you, Aaron. I do have the cards pulled up here so that I can do that. I will move this over to my stuff. Oh, I didn't grab the text. Aren't Aaron's cards so nice? Aren't these cards really cool looking? Like everyone has like a border that's themed towards the thing. Red Guard Gladius. Sword one-handed, range, harm 1, move 1, harm 2. Yeah, a last resort. By the Queen Soldiers. In the face of broken weapons and nullified sorceries. If you're not aware, Aaron has made, like I said earlier, 2 other realms. And they are part of the Queen's Pass series of realms that he's working on. And now I'm thinking that this is part of the Queen's Pass. Very cool. Alright, it's a kind of a standard sword. I'm not going to equip it, but it's good to have just because stuff is good. Alright, I can go to 2 or 3. I mean, I'm going to go to 3 just because I feel like there's some... I don't know. I just want to go to 3. 3 calls to me. Excellent. The Rubble Trenches. Rubble Trenches. Open grassland scarred with deep gashes carved by the impacts of giant chunks of stone hurled scattered from the wall. Ah! Whenever you travel to this point, action check. Move 2. Here we go. What kind of movement do I get on my cards? I got a decent amount of movement, actually, so I'm feeling pretty confident that I can do that. Fuck! I got a 4 and a 1. I got a 4 and a 1. So... specifically, we're trying to get movement out of this. 1 doesn't do anything. 1 doesn't do anything for me. Summoning them to get to 5 gets me only 1 movement. Oh, I failed. I failed my first stealth check. Yes, so this is the stealth check. This is the stealth check, exactly. Alert on failure is very cool. Alright, failure. I did not hit 2 movement. Raise the alert level. If the fight here is unmarked, it starts automatically. Aaron, this is the coolest realm. No, I mean, all the realms are very cool, but there's some cool tech going on in this realm that I'm, like, hyper into and 100% going to use in future realms I make. Alright, so that goes up 1, and I'm thrown right into this fight. I do not get to do anything. When you start this fight, unless you failed the check above, you can attempt... Okay, I failed. So I'm not doing this other thing. Yeah, this is a wildly stealable idea. There's stealable stuff in here, for sure. 5 sure. Alright, so I'm going straight into a fight. I know Aaron has made a little map for me, so I'm going to just look at the map here. Alright, so I've got some difficult B1, B2, D2, D3. I use this to represent that. And then permanent at B3 and D4. Also, it's like a stealth kill skill check to start the fight if you passed. Yeah, I think so, right? So if I had not failed, and you succeed on this, you deal harm equal to 1 plus your lore to any enemy and choose your starting thing. Exactly, it's a stealth kill. You come in and just... This is... I'm like quaking with jealous rage right now with how good this is. This is such a good... There's so much good tech in here. This is the coolest tech. Alright, here's what I'm fighting. A Bellringer Fiend and a Shackled Fiend. We'll make the Shackled Fiends the skeletons here. And then we'll make the... I'm gonna do the blue skeleton. Where's that Bellringer? Working memory? Oh, it's working today. And then I go here. Great sound effects. Super good sound effects. Alright, let me get some... Let's see what these cards are all about. A Shackled Fiend has 4 health. Range 0 to 1. We treat 0 as same, I would assume. And then the Bellringer Fiend only has 2 health. Okay, that ain't bad. Range 1 to 2. Alright, well, we'll see what all this about. What is this? They're Fiend type, by the way. And I have seen a Fiend type in another realm, which is cool. It'd be cool to get, like, a doc of, like, types of weapons and enemies going so that people can kind of see, like, what has been used, because there are, like, weapons and gear that are fit towards certain things, like things that hurt undead, for example. And, like, if you had something that killed fiends, you'd be able to kill a fiend real quick. Sound the alarm. Moves towards A1. If it's there at the end of the turn, remove it from play. Oh! Well, shit. Alright. Where is this thing? Where does it start? Here? So I gotta kill this thing. Absolutely need to kill this thing before it gets a chance. But it's gonna run away from me. Oh. What a cruel thing. Alright, I love it. Alright. This is a good realm. This is a good realm. Let's see what our enemies are gonna do here. Let's start with our Shackled Fiends. They got a 3 and a 4. 3 and 4, both the same thing. They are moving 1 and harming 1. So they're gonna come towards me. And then a 1 for the other thing. So it's just gonna move 1. And normally enemies move towards you. But in this instance, this thing wants to get to A1. So it's gonna move away from me. You see that? Let's read the lore on these gross things. Shackled Fiend. With 3 gangly chained... Oh, it has 3 arms. Chained arms and 2 gnashing mouths. It scours for souls to earn its freedom. What a nightmare. A furtive little imp. Too weak to carry souls, but useful for reporting trouble. So souls are an interesting thing going on here. All right, so I've got 2 harm that I have to deal with from the enemies if I get close to them. The bell ringer isn't harming me, but I gotta get close and try and stop that nonsense from happening. All right. I roll a 6 and a 4. Powerful start. I'll take it. I can get a shit ton of movement. And I can get some blocking in. How close do I need to be to get to this fiend? 2? Yeah. Okay. Great. Well, I need to do that then. I'm gonna go like, where's my dice? Come, arrange. Bring to the front. Bring to the front. There we go. All right, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do it like that. That gets me 3 move if I really want it. So I'm gonna go bup. Keeps me away from this thing. And I'm gonna do one of my harms, though the 1 harm that I have, to the bell ringer fiend, bringing it to 1. And I'm gonna block the 1 harm coming in from the shackle fiend. I wanted to get the rhythm thing going, but I needed to get the movement to keep up with the bell ringer. I do not want them. I don't know. I got a bad feeling about that alert level thing. All right. Good starting round here. Let's see what our enemies do. 3 and 4 for our enemies, our shackle fiends. So they're going to do the same thing. Move 1, harm 1. Yeah, they want to get at same. So they get closer. I think this one's going to be smart and start cutting me off at the pass instead of going around. I think this is a smart shackle fiend. And then I got a 3 for bell ringer. So he's moving 1. All right. All right. Little bell ringer. Little bell ringer. Let's see what I can do. 5 and 3. Oh, what does my stuff do again? Oh, yeah. If I have to hit 7 exactly. And I can swap. It's interesting trying to think about the swap after the enemies have done something. Like in terms of like I've moved them. So I don't know. I have to kind of think about how that logic, the timing of that works. But 5 and 3 makes 8. So my clarion chime doesn't work. I need to just move 1 to get within. But 3 here doesn't give me my movement, so I gotta do it like this, which is not how I don't want to do it this way, but I kind of have to. I'm just trying to think about like how and when I would swap something, right? Like if I wanted to swap this 5, yeah, I think I just have to roll my stuff at the same time, right? Because I want to grab that 4 almost so that I can get 7 and mess with my chime. I'll do that in the next for future rounds. I will roll my dice at the same time. And it just means you have to kind of plan out a little bit more than you normally would, where you like fully see what the enemy does and then you do your own thing. But yeah, we'll do it this way. So I'm gonna move just 1 space. And I'll do the last harm that I need to do to this goon to kill it. So I stop this thing from escaping, being a rat. This guy does 1 harm, but I block it with my 1 thing, and we're good. Alright. Alright, I will roll my dice. I need like different, even more different colored dice and stuff. Okay. I think this will do. Alright, so now I just have the 2 enemies. That's not bad. They got a 4 and a 3, and I got a 5 and a 3. I'm going to just do the swap now. The one time, I'm going to swap. I'm going to give them a 5 so I can have the 4. Just because I want to have 7 just one time and see what that is like. So, this one's got a 5. Move 1, harm 2. And then this one has a 3, which is the move 1, harm 1. I got fiends. I got fiends for days on top of me. I have 7, which allows me, with my cool chime thing, clarion chime, once per round, I can reduce the value of one and increase the value of the other. I don't know if that's even a good thing for me right now, but I can do it. I actually don't want to use it. I'll just keep these because I want to use the cool new tech. So I'm just using tech, even if it's not the best use of it. So I'm gonna do it like that. I don't get any movement, which is a huge bummer for me. But I get to rhythm. I want to get the rhythm thing going. So I hit once. I'm gonna hit the yellow goon. The yellow goon, by the way, has -1 harm because he's in difficult terrain. So he's only going to do 1 harm to me. The other one's doing 1 harm. So I'm going to block one of them. So I only take 1 harm. And I get to roll an additional stamina die this next turn to see how that goes for me. I got so many dice. All right, I don't really need to roll them all together anymore because I can't do the dice swap thing anymore. So I can just roll the enemy dice as they are. All right, let's see what our fiends do. 3 and 3. Move 1, harm 1. All right, so this one's happy. This one can't move because we're kind of locked up here. We're in gridlock. I get a 6 and a 5, which feels real good. Yeah, 6 and 5 is great. So I've only got 2 harm coming my way, and I can go like that. I want to keep my rhythm going. Move 1. I'm gonna move off this guy. I'm blocking the harm. I'm doing rhythm, which is now 2 harm to this guy, the blue one. So then if I hit rhythm again, I'm doing 3 harm, which is enough to kill the yellow one. I like this rhythm thing. I like the rhythm clock, or I like the rhythm weapon a lot. Cool, so I don't take any harm. I block it. This is the move 1 and move 1 and harm 1. The other one gets the move 1, harm 2. He'll get off the difficult terrain. Be a smart shackle fiend. 5 and 5. Wow, these dice are kind to me today. Well, you better believe I'm rhythming. I mean, I don't really have a lot of choice with 5 and 5. So I get to move 1 if I want, and block 1. I'm not gonna move. I'm gonna stay where I am because I want to use the rhythm against the yellow guy, which is enough to kill the yellow guy. I've got 3 harm coming my way, so I'm gonna block 1 of it. So I'm down to 7. And I kill the yellow shackle fiend. I want to utilize that stealth kill thing so badly in the future. That sounds super cool. Alright, it's just me and a shackle fiend, and he's got 2 health left, so I don't anticipate too many problems. He's gonna move 1, harm 1. He's fine with where he is. I get a 6 and a 5. Holy shit. Alright, well, y'all see it, right? 6 and 5. I move here, block the 2, or block all the harm. Rhythm for 4, which annihilates the shackle fiend. I like the chakram a lot. I like it a lot. Sweet. All right, I killed these enemies. Oops. Yeah, save that. All right, so let me get my X. All right, so that fight started automatically. I didn't get the stealth kill or anything, but I can do the other things now. I didn't even read this. Damn it. I didn't even read the special rule. That's my bad. There should have been an extra enemy. This thing should have been fighting me, which is a mean-looking thing. Well, as it states in, like, Rule 65 or whatever. Oh, it's rounded down. Great. I was about to say, you will make mistakes. But it looks like it was a very intentional mistake on my part. Alright, we did that. You better believe we're going to do the other things. We're going to learn. We're going to search. We don't have to mark a clock. So I get to learn. I get to gain 1 lore. I'm going to do that right away just to get my lore score up so I can get those stealth kills. Gain 1 lore. A lifeless body is tied up on a wooden post over a crackling fire. It's wrapped in black rags that form a mockery of dark, regal dress. Its head is adorned with an arrangement of wooden splinters that resemble a crude spiked crown. Dang, I think the queen might be in trouble. I think the queen's pass is in trouble here. Search. Find one focus vial. Spend to reroll one die on an action check. Oh, nice. And a focus vial. And then those are my connection points. Okay. Well, I like numerical order, so I'm going to go to 4. I'm going to go to 4. Ah, I check right away. You descend the soul cages. You descend into a cavern carved out at the base of the wall, filled with rows upon rows of hissing, complex contraptions, holding countless motes of ethereal light. When you travel to this point, action check, move 1. All right. Rolled 1 and 2. I think I can still get it. Yeah, okay. 1 and 2. I can put 1 on the chakram and... Jesus Christ. I'm not good at skill checks. But we pulled it off. Success. You can take other actions at this point before starting the fight. Excellent. A search that requires something that I have not fought to be defeated, so I can't do that. I can learn, though. Yep. Always take the learn option. The runes on your body thrum as you walk the corridors of machinery. All around you are the souls captured by the fiends, ripped from their bodies and packaged to send off somewhere else. Interesting. My runes are not happy about that. And a delve that I can't do because I don't have enough lore. Damn. Alright. Well, there's a fight here, and there's that thing that I need to fight to do the search, so I'm gonna fight it. Let's fight this thing. The Soul Nettle. We got like a Tetris L, and a little duo up here. All permanent. Do that over here. Soul Nettle, and then I'm in the bottom corner. Let's fight a Soul Nettle. This is a unique enemy. So if you're new to Rune, unique enemies are enemies that are usually, they're stronger, they usually have a little bit more stuff going on, and unlike other enemies, when you kill them, they stay dead. The Soul Nettle. It's got 10 health. Get my bigger die here. 10 health. Range of 1, so it's an adjacent enemy, just like me. Cool. It's a construct type. Nice. Huge. This enemy cannot share a space with other units. Ah, alright. Cool. Alright. Well, I'm not going to read the full card. I'm going to see what happens when it happens, sort of thing. So, let's fight a Soul Nettle. I got a 6. Which is a range 2 to 3 upgrade for it. It does harm 2. And if it hits me, it adds a corpse to the thing. And a corpse is a hazard. 1 health. Entering a space with at least 1 corpse costing grave +1. So it's just going to fill the arena with annoying terrain. Great. All right, but it's not going to move. It's just hurting anything 2 to 3 spaces away. So I just don't want to get close to it. So I'll creep a little closer to it. I got a 4 and a 2. All right. I basically don't want to get to here, so I'm fine with just taking the 4, putting it here, and not getting hit by this thing. I don't want it to make a corpse. I wonder if this thing moves, or if I have to close the gap on it. Oh, it does move. Okay. A 1. Move 1, harm 2. So this giant monstrosity starts coming closer. It does 2 harm at adjacent, which is what I want to be, so I'm going to have to go fight it. 5 and 3. 5 and 3. I mean, I want to get my rhythm going for sure. But I don't have any movement if I do that. I need movement. All right, I'm gonna do it like this because I want to get close. I want to start fighting this thing. I'm gonna move here. I don't want to be trapped in a corner. So I'm gonna block one of the harm. I'm gonna take the other one. Oh, that's the wrong direction. And I'm gonna do 1 to it. It's at 9 health. I think I really need to get the chakram rhythm going on this thing though, because doing one harm at a time, I'm not gonna outpace it. All right, the enemy gets a 2, which is move 1, harm 2. It doesn't want to move any closer. It's happy with where it is, and it couldn't occupy the same space as me anyway. 4 and 3. Ah, we got the magic number. The question is, do we care about that? I don't want to drop anything to a 2, and if I just basically otherwise I'm just switching it. I think I actually kind of want to do it like this. I like 4 and 3 because I get my block and I get my wind thing, which I think I forgot in the last fight. All right, so I'm gonna block 1 of the 2 harm. So again, I'm not gonna outpace this thing, which I'm a little worried about. And I'm gonna do 1 harm to it and get the rhythm going. I'm gonna try and just consecutively hit it with rhythm now. I get an additional stamina die next turn, so I gotta remember that. You got a 1, so it's just staying still, just pummeling me with its machine hands. I get 3 stamina dice. And see which one I want to drop. 5, 4, and 1. I'm going to drop that 1 and keep the 5 and 4. It doesn't matter how I do it. It's going to be the same either way. So I'm going to block 1. This is what I'm worried about. But I do rhythm it. I hit it for 2. So it's down to 6. Well, this rhythm thing could be good, but I think this fight is fine if I go in with full health. Not going in with full health, I might not pace it out. It gets a 5. Move 1, harm 3, add a corpse to an adjacent space. Okay, I definitely don't want to be next to it anymore. Not right now. And it's going to make a corpse. All right. I mean, it's going to put it here. There's a corpse here. So now if I want to move there, it's going to cost me some movement. So this thing vomits up a corpse. I don't want to be next to it on a harm 3, but it's going to fuck up my rhythm. I think I do want to be next to it. I think it's going to be one of those fights where I die at the same time as the enemy. Because I get a 4 and a 1. Oh, wait. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to, I don't know. I'm going to time reverse it. I'm going to treat its thing as a 1 instead. I'm going to give it the 1 and take its 5. So that I can do this again. So I take 1 from it. It doesn't spit up a corpse. It's doing the standing still, doing 1. I get to rhythm and block 1 of the harms. So that goes down to 3 health. If I just rhythm 1 more time, I kill it, even if it kills me. But I used my Heartsinger rune there to do a swap. All right. I think I'm good now. It gets a 6. Range 2 to 3. That's actually great news for me. I'm next to it. It can't hurt me now. Harm 2. And if it hits, it adds a corpse. But I'm too close to it. It wants to fire off. And I'm as close as possible. Yeah, it is the best possible roll for me right now. 4 and 4. Perfect. I rhythm. Kill it. And I don't have to take any more harm. Rhythm. Oh, I love rhythm. It's so good. I rhythm this thing to death. Alright, so that marks that. Whew. A unique enemy is dead. Search. Requires the soul nettle to have been defeated, which I can now do. Find the domain chart realm item. Picking through the wreckage of the construct, you find a strange glowing slate depicting the lands beyond the wall, overlaid with a star chart of unfamiliar constellations. I don't think that's a... Yeah, that's not a thing or anything. Okay. Alright, what is the name of it called? The domain chart. I have a domain chart. Okay. Got a domain chart. Yeah, that was truly the best possible roll. Okay. Let me remind myself of the death rules and the rest rules. Death. Yeah, you go soulless. I don't want to do that. I think I might go rest. Because you can't use spells, and one of my things is spells. That's real bad for me. So I'm going to rest, even though it means going up the chart. So I'm going to go 1, 2, back here. I'm going to rest and heal myself up, which puts the alert clock at 2. But I need to rest. This is also the opportunity to swap anything. I don't actually have any of this, and I have this, and I don't want this. So I'm not going to change anything. It's just a rest period. So I've been to 2, 3, and 4. I think we go to 5. See what's going on at 5. Oh, I don't know why I keep going there. 5. All right. The breach. Standing in the all-encompassing shadow of the wall truly impresses upon you the sheer immensity of the structure, and consequently the amount of force that must have been required to obliterate the galleon-sized hole that now... Galleon size is very specific. It's a specific size that Aaron has used. And the only reason I'm calling that out is because the first pass, the Coral Rock, was all very nautical themed. And now I just think a giant ship actually went through this wall. But maybe I'm just reading into it. As you're supposed to do in Souls-like games. Beyond the rift, a dark, sprawling countryside smolders under the dim red sunlight. Doesn't it feel like a specific callback? I agree. Alright, Delve requires the domain chart. Requires the domain chart at alert level 0. So I think that means that it has to be, the chart isn't at 0. I think it means that I have to be at 0. Because I don't remember it saying anything about the chart having a, right? And there's not a card that tracks the chart, right? Oh, cool. I didn't even notice the print-friendly versions. Yeah, I think it just means that the alert level has to be at 0. So I can't do this first thing, even though I really want to. Because I can get a rune from it. Oh, it'll be good for the future when I replay this realm. Alert level 1+, which is where I'm at right now. There's a fight here and an opportunity to search and get something. So, yeah. I mean, I'm going to fight. Let's fight. I can fight a couple more fiends and nonsense fiends like that. All right, we're going to move these up here. I'm going to delete these. ESESF. And then, what am I here? Working memory? Not working. Not working. I have to take a drink every time my working memory doesn't work. Alright. What is this rune that I could have gotten? The Realm Walker rune. At the start of combat, deal harm equal to your lore to a non-unique, That's a fucking awesome rune! What? I want that rune! Power earned by passing through the Eternal Wall undetected. Oh! But see, the power gamer in me is like, in the future, when I eventually do this with like, not streaming it and just playing it for fun, and I'm like, you know, I actually create my engrave that I'm going to play through all the realms with. I'm hunting for this rune immediately. This is like playing a Souls game and you find a weapon at some point and you're like, I need to like start all over again and get this weapon as soon as possible because it's going to change everything. Yeah, this is huge implications for high realm lore, or high lore realms. Damn, that fucking rocks. Aaron, thank God you're here so that I can just hurl praises at you. This is such an unbelievably cool realm that you have created. The action point, the action check tech is my favorite new tech I've seen ever in Rune. This is really, really clever. It's fantastic. I fought the Soul Nettle and I killed it just barely. I'm using your new, I'm using the Heart Singer, and I'm loving the rhythm from the Chakram. The stealth kill option with an action check, this is just really, really, really good stuff. Alright, anyway. We're at the breach. We're going to fight some Ember-stained fiends and a shackled fiend here. Ember-stained fiends have 3 health. Let's set that up. And then 4 health on the shackled fiend. Alright, folks, here we go. Let the adventure continue. Let's see what our enemies do. They didn't roll very high, which is great news for me. The Ember Fiends, which are my yellow and blue here, they got a 1 and a 3. So they're both moving 1. Oh, they do a shit ton of harm. I should probably read what they do. They're range 1 to 2. Okay. Retaliation. At the end of each round, if this took harm, it deals 2 harm to the engraved at any range. Oh my god! What the fuck? What? Oh my god. Alright, they're gonna start getting closer. I found a really mean enemy that you made. Alright, and then the other guy got a 2, which is move 1, harm 1. Great. This is nightmarish. I don't even want to fight these things. I would like to run, please. You can run in this game. I've never fled a fight, but it is a thing that you are legally allowed to do. I just refuse to do it. Alright, let's see how this goes. 6 and 1. Oh, okay. 6 and 1. Which activates our Clarion Chime in a pretty good way, because 1 is totally unusable for us. But if I go like this, now I've got usable dice. Now I can do that at the very least. Right, I can do that at the very least. I'm taking a lot of harm from them. I'm taking a lot of harm if I stay where I am. I do not want to stay where I am. I wanted to get my rhythm going, but I can't get my rhythm going. So I'm going to go like this. So the blue one at least can't hurt me. And I'm taking 2 harm from this. I'm dealing 1 harm to it. I don't even know if I want to deal 1 harm. Because I'm going to take 2 harm from it. It's cruel. Like, almost it doesn't feel like it's worth it to do 1 harm. Unless it's the first step of my rhythm. And then I can, like, at least the second time I hit it, I'll kill it. Because if I do 1 harm and then I don't hit, and then I do rhythm, it's 2 harms. And then that's only 1 more harm. I'm going to just keep taking a shit ton of retaliation. Which is now making me reconsider. I'm going to, instead of doing what I did, I'm going to keep it as a 6 and 1. I'm going to just take a shit ton of block. I'm going to go here and I'm going to block 2. That's what I'm going to do. That's kind of how I thought out the process. That's my plan. We'll see if it's a good plan or not. 3 and 5 for our mean friends. The 5 is harm 2, block 1. Oh, cool. For the guy that I'm standing on. So he's at least not gonna hurt me. And 1 from this guy, he's gonna move here. Okay. Alright. 6 and 1 again. 6 and 1 again. Six and 1 again, huh? I do not want to move. Because this guy's doing a lot more harm, and I'm negating it. Yeah, that makes sense. Charging up rhythm until you can one-shot them. Yeah. I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to Clarion Chime just to get this down to a 5. I'm going to start the rhythm, even if it means I'm taking some hits. I'm only taking... Oh, shit, I'm taking 2 harm. I'm taking 3 harm. I'm taking 3 harm, but I'm going to get my rhythm going. I'm going to hit the guy that doesn't retaliate against me. And I've got the rhythm going. But I take 3 harm. Yikes. I'm glad this is exactly the kind of decision-making you were going for. It's good. This feels like a puzzle to me. I'm enjoying the puzzle aspect of it a great deal now. I keep forgetting that I should roll my dice with them in case I want to steal any of their dice. I got a 5 and 3. That's fine. I'm going to keep the 5 and 3 for sure. Alright, what are they going to do? This guy gets a 1, so he's actually going to move out from underneath me. Because he wants to be at 1 range, so he's going to go... Oops, he's going to go here. And then the other one is the turret now, standing still. And then this guy is moving 1, harm 1. Okay, I got 5 and 3, so I'm going to do it like this. I don't have any movement, which is killer to me. But I got my rhythm going, at least. So I'm going to do 2 harm to the... I can't do 2 harm to the red guy. Fuck! God damn it, Aaron. These retaliation monsters are gonna kill me. I don't want to be soulless. I think I gotta run. I think I gotta run. Ugh. Five and 3 is rough. I was hoping to get some movement. I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to steal this 5. I'm going to do my one time where I can steal something. Which means this thing would move, but it doesn't want to move. It's happy with where it is. So I have 5 and 5 at least. So now I can move and block. I just can't be right there, because if I'm there, I'm getting hit by all 3. If I move here, I'm at least making one of them not hurt me. And I can get my rhythm going. So now I can rhythm against the red guy, block 2 of the incoming 3 harm. And my rhythm is up to 3. I can start one-shotting these things. Also probably getting killed by the retaliation. Okay, here we go. Well, they all rolled horribly. 1, 2, and 2. So that one's gonna move there. That guy wants to move on top of me, but he can't. This guy, actually, he will be able to. He'll go here. He'll go here. All right. 5 and 4. All right. Well, it's kind of the same thing that I did just now, but I want to start killing these freaking things. Right, and if I I can't move. If I move, I can't hit the thing that I want to hit. And if I stay here, I'm taking 5 harm. They can't retaliate if they're dead? Oh, it's at the end of the round. Ah. Okay. So then I will do this. Okay. They can't do it if okay. Okay. So I do this. I kill this thing. Actually, I'm gonna kill the blue one. I'm gonna kill that. It can't retaliate on me. It will do its harm to me, but I will. So I'm blocking 1 of the 5 harm coming my way. Still think I'm gonna die. I still think I'm gonna die, but I got close. Yeah, that's rough. 5 and 6 from the enemies. Oh, 5 from the yellow. He's staying still. 6 from this guy. Move 1, harm 2. Hit player's highest roll. Next round is reduced by 1. Alright, so I mean, he's fine with where he is. But it does mean I'm for sure gonna die. Because if I can't block, it's gonna be real hard for me to not die. I think I'm almost guaranteed to be dead. Well, when I roll a 1 and a 2, I die real fast. Yeah, I'm dead. 1 and 2 can't possibly get out of the scenario. Damn it. Damn it. Alright. I die. Which means I resurrect at this location soulless. As a soulless entity, my max health is reduced by 2, which is why I put myself at 8, and I can't use spells, which is devastating. And I gotta kill something to get my health back. A soul catcher fiend. Let me ask you a question, Aaron. Can I change my equipment here? Or is it only resting at the thing? I would love to just grab my sword at this point and not use my spell. Right? If I can't use it. I know I could technically start using it in the same fight if I kill the thing right away, but like, I'd rather just take 2 weapons into the next fight that I can use. But then I have to change. No, I don't want to do that because then I have to go rest at the thing. Never mind. Ignore that. I don't want to go rest. Okay, so I'm still at 0.5. Right? I'm still at 0.5. And truly all I can do is do that fight again if I want. And I don't. So I'm going to go to 0.6, which is the only other point I haven't been to. Up, up, up. And see what's going on there. Atop the wall. When you travel to this point for the first time, action check harm 2. Oh, I automatically failed that. Because I can't do... All my weapons only do 1 harm. So, I failed that. Raise the alert level and start straight into a fight. Here we go. Alright, the alert level is up to 3. And I'm straight into this fight. No, I don't want to fight Ember-stained fiends. I hate these things. They are the worst. Alright, I'll read that special rule in a second here. Oh, this is a fun-looking arena. I don't want to fight a fiend. I hate fiends. All my friends hate fiends. Oops. Ah! Alright. We got two shackle friends. The Ember. And then I'm here. Alright, there's a special rule to this fight. Moving up a row costs you 2 movement instead of 1. Oh, I should probably read like where we're going. You can end the fight early by being in row 1 at the end of the round. Interesting. Oh, we're climbing the wall. Right, we're trying to get to the top of the wall. That's really clever. That's really clever. Yeah, I guess it's true that dying isn't necessarily the same as resting. I'd say you could swap equipment. Yeah, I'm not going to, but I appreciate the thing. I know I thought about it, but I'm gonna not do that. Okay, I'm just trying to get to the top of this wall. I am not fighting. I gotta... Oh, wait. Where's this soul fiend show up? Where's this little goblin? Same space as the first written enemy, which is in the goddamn bottom right corner. What? Ugh. It's... Yeah, because the first is the Ember... The goddamn thing is over here. Alright. This little gremlin is right here. You sure you're not gonna swap? Yeah. I guess I'll swap. I'm gonna swap. I'm not even gonna try and get unsoulless in this fight. I'm gonna try and do it in another fight. Because I'm not gonna kill that thing. There's no way I'm gonna get down there and kill that thing. I'm fucking running. I'm running as fast as I can. Alright. I gotta go find the stats for that gremlin. But here we go. Alright. These guys are 4 health. You can have whatever health you want, enemies. I'm running from you. Alright. 4 and 2 from our regular dudes who are... Move 1. This guy got a 3. Move 1. Where's the Soul Catcher card? Let me see if I can find that real quick. There. Soul Catcher. I didn't roll for it. It's a 5. Move 2. So it is going to move closer to me at least. I mean, I could try and go down there and poke it. Kill it real quick. It only has 2 health. But that would put me in range of all these other nonsense enemies. And I have no interest in being near them. Run! 4 and 6. Great. Excellent. Perfect. 4 and 6. Exactly like this. Gets me 3 movement. 1, 2, 3. And I can technically do 3 harm against this, this thing. The Shackled Fiend. So I almost killed this thing on my way out. I do take the 1 harm from it. Ow. And then I'm like, thanks, friend. I'll see you all later. I'm getting to the top of this hill. Oh, wait. I don't move that fast. I gotta undo that. I don't move that fast. Moving up a rank on the row cost me 2 movement instead of 1. So I have 3. So this is 2. That's 3. Damn it. I was hoping I could do that because then I would be out of line of sight of this goon. But now I'm not. Now this guy can blast me from afar. So can this thing. Whoa! I'm taking 4 harm. Knowing that I gotta slow down my climb. Oh. I mean, going down here and fighting this thing won't do me any good. I'm gonna just try and climb. And if I don't make it... so I actually had 8, but then I go down to 4. I'm gonna try and climb, and if I don't climb, I die. And that's that. Alright, here we go. Some big rolls from these goons here. That one's gonna go there. That one's gonna go there. This one's gonna move 1. And I gotta roll for the Soul Fiend. What does a Soulbound, whatever, 1 get? Move 1. It doesn't want to move. It's happy with where it is. Alright. I got, like, an insane amount of harm coming my way. No worries. 5 and 2. Ah. Actually, I think 5 and 2 is a good time to do my chime. Because I can put this to a 4 and this to a 3, which gets me 2 move. Yeah, I definitely do that. Alright, so I'm going to use my chime to do that. That way I can go like that. Hey, go to the front. So I can get 2 movement here, which is not as bad. I take 1 from this. I take 2 from this. And then, you know, Probably die right as I get to the top of the cliff. Right, does that do 2 harm to me? I think it does. I think that thing is... Oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong thing. I don't take 2 harm from this. That's the wrong thing. Woo! Woo! I thought this was an Ember Strain Fiend for a second. It's not. It's a Shackled Fiend. I'm only taking the 1 from this thing. Okay. 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 We can make it to the top. We can make it to the top. We're fine now. I think we're fine now. The blue one, which is the one I'm most worried about, gets a 6, which is move 1, harm 2. Huge bummer for me. This one gets a move 1. This one also gets a move 1. Yep. And then you can do whatever you want. I don't care about you. All right. 6 and 2. Okay. I mean, I'll just put the 6 here. I need it to get 2 movement up here. I take... Ah! No, don't close my thing. Almost closed my sheet. I take how much harm? 2. Alright, well, I make it to the top with 1 health. I make it to the top with 1 health. And then I escape. And end the fight early by being in row 1 at the end of the round, which I am in. Great! There's a fight with a Rune Lord at the top. Winds howl through the battlements at the top of the Eternal Wall, causing tattered ancient banners to tug against their posts. From here, you have a full view of the realm far, far below, where firelight and the pale glow of captured souls create a roiling cauldron of monstrous shadows. And here, observing it all through a multitude of gleaming 3-pupiled eyes, Zanzit, the Vandal. This will be great. I'm gonna fight Zanzit. I'm gonna fight Zanzit with 1 health. The mythical fiend stands to her full height, illuminated by the flickering light from her territory below. Deep within her, the rune emanates a relentless, rumbling pulse. Alright. Alright, Zanzit. You and me. Also, another little soul fucker is in this fight, too. That little guy is here. That thing's gonna kill me. The good news is that the climbing fight only happens once. Is that true? Did I miss that? Oh, it only happens once if you succeed on the action check, right? Marking it permanently. Because failure, which is what I did, means I have to go do this fight. If I'm reading this correctly. The check does. I'm not sure I'm following. Alright. I just want to see what Zanzit does and then get obliterated in the first round. 10 plus the, Alright. So Zanzit has 13 health. Because my alert level's 3? Yeah. Range of 1. Great. Huge. Can't share space with that. Oh, you can't share space with this guy, so this guy just gets shoved over. Phase shift. Alright, well that happens at half health, which is not gonna happen. I'm gonna get stomped on here. Alright. Here we go. Let's see how quickly I die. I just want to see a move from Zanzit. 2 from that little goblin guy. Move 1, harm 2. Oh, that's enough to kill me. And Zanzit gets a 5. The crushing mace. Move 1, harm 3. Okay. Alright. I had a plan of like getting in the same space as this thing and negating its ability to hurt me, but if I do that, Zanzit kills me, so you better believe I'm dying here. Especially when I roll a 1 and a 2. 1 and 2. Rolled a 1 and a 2. Well, 1 and 2 does not... Nailed it. I'll sum those to a 3. Move here, do 1 to this. Actually, wait. I'm still alive, right? Isn't this thing only a range 2 and 3? Wait, I'm fine. I'm alive. I'm alive. I thought I was dead. I'm still alive. You gave up on me. 1 and 2, right? I can move 1, harm 1, and this thing can kill me yet. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. How do you like that? That's some pro gamer strats right there. Alright, let's see what these things do. 4 from the thing. Move 2. Oh, hey, love that. It's not gonna hurt me. It wants to get 2 spaces away, so it's gonna go there. A 2 from Zanzit. Trample. Move 1, harm 1, and if it hits, it does this stuff. Oh, cool. That's really cool. Pushes you and then moves around. Move 1, harm 1 from Zanzit. Arrgh. The harder thing to do would be to do this to myself. I'm gonna do this. Just to see. Just to see. 6 and 1. Which I think we want to almost certainly turn into 5 and 2, but just to double check. 6 gets me move 1, harm 2. I want to get my rhythm going is what I want, but if I did 5 and 2, I wouldn't have movement, which is a huge bummer for me. Actually, I'll just take the 6. I'll put it here. Move 1, harm 2, kill this freaking thing. I'm not soulless anymore, but I don't have my thing equipped. So I don't actually have my rune. Or my thing. But I do get 2 health back immediately. Right? If I recall. When the soul catcher fiend is defeated, you immediately regain 2 health and are no longer soulless. So I could use spells, but I don't have my spells equipped. It's just me with my sword and my chakram. Trying to figure out how I can survive this. Seems unlikely. Seems really unlikely, since I have no ability to block harm. Alright. Zanzit gets a 6. Which is a move 1, harm 3 situation. Alright, Zanzit. I got a 5 and a 6. That's good stuff for me. You're doing a shit ton of harm, which is not great stuff for me. I mean, my death is inevitable, right? I have no means of blocking harm, and we both hit each other at the same range, which means I have no way to possibly kill Zanzit before they kill me, because she has harm on every single thing. So I'll just stand here and heroically hit for rhythm and harm 2 and deal 3 harm and then die immediately afterwards, because there's no way I can kill Zanzit. I died. Yeah, and it's impossible to charge the rhythm to 13 because I would have no way of ever surviving a hit, and I can't activate. I guess technically, if I really were to read this the way that I could, this doesn't actually mean I have to hit with rhythm. So I could do this and move. And I just keep, if I can move and hit rhythm every single time, I could eventually do it, right? So I guess we'll try to see if I can do that. That's 1. Everybody check Track the chakra. That's 1. That's 1. We'll see how long I can pull that off. 6, which I think again is move 1, harm 3. So it comes moving forward. 3 and 2 ain't great for me. 3 and 2 is not great for me. Yeah, because it immediately disrupts my chakram rhythm thing. Because I have to move. If I don't move, I die. And so I can't summon them to get rhythm. But I can't move and get my rhythm going. Because with 2 and 3, right? 2 and 3, it's, you know, if I summon them to rhythm, I die. If I do this and move, then I'm not using rhythm, and I lose the momentum of having to use it every consecutive round, right? Because it's about being consecutive with it. So this breaks my streak of chakram immediately. I'm not going to try and do that 13 times. I'm going to accept death and be killed by the Rune Lord, because there's absolutely no way I'm going to hit that 13 times, or that won't be fun to watch. So I accept my death from Zanzit, which puts me back at soulless. Yeah, accepting death. 89 health. Alright. I'm dead. I think I, like, did everything in the realm other than, like, obviously killing that thing and, the other fight. That's a lore 3, which I don't know how you get lore 3. I didn't find it. Did I not do anything at 2? I didn't do anything at 2. I didn't do anything at 2. I should go to 2, just to see what it is. I am soulless. Open grassland scarred with deep gashes carved by the impacts of giant chunks of stone hurled scattered from the... Wait, this is the wrong one. A foul, acrid scent lingers on the wind as you cross the field at the foot of the wall. A haze of dark smoke seems to billow across the plain ceaselessly, as though churned up from the soil itself. I gotta do a thing. I gotta do an action check. 6 and 3. Cool. I got my move check. Success. You can take other actions at this point before starting the fight. Uh-huh. So I can search. Where's the... I can't do that. I can learn. That's how I get my 3rd lore, and I can get a focus vial. Alright, well, I'm gonna learn. The inextinguishable flames don't move right as they enter your peripheral vision. Instead of flickering, they writhe, undulate, like a wild cephalopod or a many-headed snake. As soon as you focus on them, though, they return to normal. Creepy. Creepy and weird. Very creepy and weird. And then let's get another focus vial. Alright, got that. I want to go find... Where's that delve? That's where I'm going. I'm going here. I'm going to go here. Fires lore 3. Action check. Harm 3. Immediately fail. Oh, wait, no, I have my sword. I could do it. I could pull it off. I could do this. Not when I roll 2 and 2. I'm chugging both of my... actually, I'm going to keep one of the 2s because I got... No, I'm going to just re-roll them both. Chugging both of my focus vials. 5 and 3. There we go. 5 and 3 is enough because I put the 5 here. I get 2. 3 here. That does it. Done. Delve. After marking the above check and fighting the soul nettle, don't have to do that. I killed that thing. You get the Blade of Egos. You can equip it now. You smash open the cages, releasing the innumerable souls inside. Several of them linger near you, exerting feelings of gratitude before entering an intact shard of metal, turning it into a weapon to help you save more souls in other realms. Sick. Here's my new sword. Oh, boy, what is this? Let us look at this. Sword, one-handed. Jason. It's got some good move. It got good harm. Gets up to 3 harm. Fantastic. Gain 1 charge. Starts combat with 3 charges. You can spend a charge when you assign a die to this weapon to gain range 2, harm 1 as an additional action this round. Oh, so I not only get the action of the sword, but I get the action of I shoot something out of the sword at the same time. Lingering souls swirl around this improvised sword, lashing out at your command. I'm going to equip this. And I'm going to go fight Zanzit one more time and see if we can do this thing. Thank you, Gladius. You did what you needed to do, but we got something way better now. All right. Okay. I'm still soulless. That's fine. I'm going to go fight Zanzit again, though. I believe that is the setup. Yeah. I'm going to just put the bell ringer here. Okay. Being able to pop range should go a long way. Yeah, for sure. I still don't have any block, but I think it'll be okay. He says. Famous last words. Okay. Let's do this thing. Let's fight Zanzit. 6 and 6 for the enemies. Very good. Wouldn't have it any other way. Move 2, harm 2 from the little ghoul. So he's happy where he is right there. And I'm pretty sure Zanzit, this is the big smash. Yeah, we've seen the big smash before. Alright, I just gotta close the gap on this thing and murder it immediately and become unsoulless. 3 and 2. Okay, that's fine. I'll just keep 3 and 2 as is. I keep putting these up to the front. What? Nope. Ah, what happened to it? I'm going to keep the 3 and 2 as is because I'll just do it like that. Lets me move, do 2 harm. This thing can't hurt me, and I kill this thing immediately. Which unsoullesses me, aka gives me my soul back. Alright. Okay. I would have liked to do it by building up some chakram, but that's okay. It's okay. It's dead. I'm back at full health. I'm fighting Zanzit. I might as well immediately use this every single time. I might as well, right? I'll track my charges on it, but there's no reason I shouldn't just use this to do 1 harm to Zanzit. I know it'll eventually kind of matter because of the half health thing, but right now, I'm using it. Zanzit gets a 1. Trample, harm 1, and gonna push me. Alright, so harm 1, and I'm gonna get shoved around a little. I rolled a 6 and a 1. Definitely don't want to trade with Zanzit. I mean, my 6 on my sword is 3 harm, and I gain a charge. That's super good. Because otherwise, if I switch this to 5 and 2, I don't want to. The rhythm isn't worth it. So I think I do this. This is also one of the few times that Zanzit doesn't do a lot of harm, where I feel like I should stay next to them and deal my harm. I feel like normally I would dance around, but when I'm only taking 1 harm and I can do 3, I take that. I think if it was another situation, I get the idea of dancing, but most of the time Zanzit is going to be doing more harm than 1. And if I can do 3 and only take 1 back and just pocket a charge, I think I'm going to do that. So Zanzit is now at 9. I get pushed. Target is moved X spaces away, so I get pushed 1, and then Zanzit moves up to 1. After harm is dealt, moves up to 1. I assume Zanzit's going to want to just keep pursuing me, because they're a range 1 person. Okay. Zanzit gets a 3. Alright, move 1, harm 2. Hit the player's highest roll next round is reduced by 1. So yeah, this is one of the instances where I'm happy to dance away and blast. Happy to dance and blast. 6 and 1 again. 6 and 1 again. Alright, I guess I'll do it. I'll do that. I'm not doing the harm. I'm tempted to do the harm, because 3 harm is a shit ton of damage. But I don't want to take that debuff. So, I get a charge, but I spend a charge immediately to do 1. That puts them at 8. I just need to remember what happens at half health. They are going to do something, so just got to be aware. Okay. Okay. Zanzit gets a 4. Which is the same thing that just happened. So move 1, harm 2. Keeps chasing me. I'm going to keep trying to do my dance then. 4 and 2. I just need movement at this point. So I'll just... I'm going to summit 4 and 2 to make a 6. Which lets me gain and spend that charge immediately to do another harm. 7. 1 more harm and Zanzit goes to half health and does whatever Zanzit does. But so far, this is going great. 4. All right. So Zanzit's going to keep just bouncing, and I keep dodging it. 6 and 5. 6 and 5 is tempting to sit there and smash Zanzit for 4 harm. And get my rhythm started. And, like, possibly finish next round. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I know I get the debuff, and I'm taking a little bit more harm, but I'm going to do it. I get a charge. I deal 4 harm to Zanzit, bringing them to 3. I take 2 harm, and next turn, my highest die is reduced by 1. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'll take that. Yeah, there's been a lot of 6s. I've been very lucky this time, as opposed to my 1s and 2s that I normally get. Now, what happens when Zanzit hits half health? At half health, Zanzit jumps to B1 and unleashes a massive beam that destroys the edge of the wall. Add permanent terrain D1 through D4. If you are on any of these spaces, you are blasted from the top of the wall and die. Holy shit. That's some Dark Souls nonsense right there. You're doing fine against a boss, and then the absolute biggest bullshit that could happen happens to you. Oh, that's very good. That's very good. Okay. Zanzit gets a 2. Move 1, harm 1. Great. Great. Come closer. I just need to close the gap. 2 and 2. Ugh. And I have to reduce one of them, so really it's a 2 and 1. 2 and 1. 2 of 1 ain't great. Right? So I'm gonna... I'll just, you know... I'm only getting 1 move out of it anyway, so I'll move 1 and blast! Sans has got 2 health left. Sans has got 2 health left. Alright, my debuff is gone. 4. That's the bigs. Move 2. Okay. Or move 1, harm 2. Mess me up sort of thing. 5 and 2. We did it. We did it, gamers. 5 and 2. Put the 5 here. Put the 2 here. Do 3 harm, which is enough to take Zanza down. I take 2 harm. I survive the fight. And then kill Zanzit, the Vandal. Zanzit the Vandal. I didn't even really read the lore. A massive stone-shattering Centaurian beast. Granted pardon as reward for breaking the... Oh, this is the thing that broke the wall. Zanzit. Slaying Zanzit, the Vandal. Zanzit unleashes 1 final beam as you deliver the killing blow. The torrent of energy is abruptly cut off, then surges from all of the fiend's eyes at once. The force of the blast forms cracks across Zanzit's body, carving across the surface of the bridge and arcing wildly through the sky. One especially strong blade of power cuts through the cloud cover overhead, giving a brief glimpse of the untainted sky beyond, then slices down onto you, scorching your well-earned rune deep into your core. Oh, that's a fun way to get my rune. I get the Fiend's Eye. Once per combat, you can assign a stamina die to this rune to gain the following action. Harm 3, range 2 to 4, hits all other enemies between you and the target. I get a big laser beam blast that I get to just blast it out of my now 3rd eye, which I have. Zanzit gave me one of these eyes. Power claim from Zanzit the Vandal atop the Eternal Wall. Fuck yes. That rune rocks. That rune rocks. That realm rocks. Woo! Getting that sword was game-changing. I was thinking there's no way I could do this. I can't beat this realm. I'm stuck soulless and I don't want to fight these ember-stained fiends anymore. And I got that sword and it changed everything. I also know for sure, in my own personal run, I'm coming to this realm first after the Grim Coast to get this as if I can pull it off, because I want that real bad. That thing rocks. And there you go. That's the Eternal Wall. That was a blast. Aaron has created a very fun realm. Love the new tech with the stealth stuff and the action checks. I think that stuff is really, really clever. We saw some cool things that happened in combat with like the climbing the wall and things like that. And I got to try out some more of the new starting kit weapons. The Heartsinger is really fun. This is a really fun set of cards to mess around with. It felt really puzzle-like, which I enjoyed. So if you enjoyed that, there's going to be links to all this stuff in the VOD later on. So do make sure that you are clicking on those links and supporting Aaron. This was a blast. Thank you.